they've been talking about the loyalty oaths. Right. And I thought, well, so does that mean we get rid of the Pledge of Allegiance? Because isn't that the loyalty oath we all take?
Well, when you serve in the government, your loyalty is to the Constitution of the United States.
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Which also wasn't taken very seriously.
Yeah. You know, and the other thing is, listen, he makes lots and lots and lots of noise. He says he's going to do all these things, and he does this, and I say this, I try to say it at least once a week. He does this to keep you all in a panic. He does it to make you all do this and talk about him, and it's so terrible. But all we have to do from now until January 21st is be with our families, be with our kids, do our jobs, make sure our checks don't bounce, make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and our families. Whatever he's going to do, he's going to do. But do take our word for it. Things seem to move slowly because, yeah, they didn't come get Hillary.
She's interesting.
But he has other people who are
out of touch with reality.
But I don't think that they can just go out and do what they want to do.
You're saying there's legal ramifications.
No, wait, I told you last week I disagree with you when you say that. Because we have the luxury of saying that. Because we're legal, we are successful, we are. But if you're an illegal immigrant in this country, you're not going to be not in a panic. If you are a woman working for the Department of Defense, you have a right to be in a panic.
You tell people to stay fraught and like this.
I'm telling people to prepare, Whoopi. I'm telling people to prepare.
They're not prepared? They are prepared.
Right. So that means
I'm saying
that means that they can't be relaxing and enjoying Christmas.
No, it doesn't mean that.
Whoopi is loud and aggressive.
You know what? I'm sorry.
I mean, I disagree.
Winter is here. Right. Winter's been with us, and my point is we can lay down and do nothing for the next 15 days and then be freaking out for the next 4 or 2 years.
To you is
but
we
my
are
point,
in a privileged position that a lot of
I have a
family
who is going through the same thing.
Why do Whoopi overtalk?
Like, we just have to live.
We have to figure out what we're panicking for. We don't know what we're panicking for. They're throwing 50,000 things at you to make you do this. I'm saying don't buy into that. Do what you have to do. Take care of your family. And when we know what is happening, when we know what we're fighting, we'll get out and fight. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm saying don't be this, because nobody can do it.
She's not hearing her.
Would you like us to stop? All right, we'll be right back.
Whoopi, as usual. Now, I don't agree with the premise behind why they're making this argument. And so let me give you all a little bit of insight and update on what they were talking about. They rolled a clip of Trump pulling up to meet the press where he basically spoke about the fact that he wasn't necessarily retaliating against Biden or his political enemies. That wasn't his objective. However, what he experienced over the last 4 years was them coming after him and leveraging their politics and justice system, which I agree with Charlemagne. I agree with a lot of different people that I've previously disagreed with on other points, that the political system has been weaponized and it has been used depending on what it needs to be used for in order to push an agenda. So when they were talking about Hunter Biden getting pardoned, Charlemagne was absolutely right. He said, listen, they grandstand on the idea that they're better than Trump when actually they're worse than Trump, specifically Biden, from his perspective, because they tried to make it seem like they were on this moral high ground when the whole time they never intended for Hunter Biden to ever go to jail in the first place. But they'll leverage that and say that the justice system works and the laws are on the books. But then they're hypocritical previously to this clip in this very same episode where they say, wait, Trump wasn't politically persecuted. Those were laws. So was Hunter Biden. But at the same time, y'all want to grandstand for them because you don't necessarily like Trump. But what Trump was basically saying was, listen, I was politically persecuted, whether you like it or not. And he absolutely was. I believe that there was a form of election interference. He never had any charges against him or any kind of problems or trouble until he ran for office. And then they used it in order to try to prevent him from getting back into office, which the American people wasn't happening. They were even trying to go to the Secretary of States in all of these different states and try to say that he wasn't eligible to be on the ballot. Well, we see how that went because you wasn't going to finesse the system. He won the popular vote. He won every battleground state. So the people voted. But then Whoopi then goes on to say, so that's prefacing what happened before. Whoopi regularly goes on to say, hey, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Okay, cool. Wait. It ain't nothing you're going to be able to do anyway. But then Anna then goes in and say, hold on, Whoopi. And again, she was speaking from a lens of something that I disagreed with her about, but she was right about the fact that Whoopi is out of touch and she is very, very privileged. She make all of these millions of dollars a year talking about let's hope that our checks don't bounce, which I'm starting to believe that Whoopi really ain't got it like that, and she probably squandered a lot of what she's made over the years because she keep complaining about money. She keep talking about money. She keep talking about how she's not in a position to ever quit. But you've made millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars all these years, and you can't get your life together. Honestly, I believe that Whoopi Goldberg is dusty. I believe that financially, Whoopi Goldberg has squandered. Now, that doesn't mean that she's not a very successful, prominent, acted in a lot of movies, made a lot of money, generated a lot of revenue from The View and all of that. That's not what we're saying. What I'm saying is, I'm wondering if she's good with money, with the money that she made, because regularly she talks about that. Now, again, even with that being said, she speaks and gives advice and speaks from the lens of and talks like people have the luxury to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it, and I'm going to just figure it out when I see it. No, Anna was absolutely right. And identifying Whoopi as out of touch, as a gaslighter, and just talks. And what are you talking about fighting? Fighting what? Fighting for what's in your best interest? There's nothing that Trump has done in his previous administration, nor what he has proposed or what he's talking about or what he's put into place in his upcoming administration to not address what is happening in the culture. Anna said something really interesting prior to that. She said, listen, her and Sonny. And they talked about the justice system and how, the laws that's on the books and all of this stuff and previously being persecuted and all of that. Ain't it funny how they don't cite that when we're talking about illegal migrants, meaning that people that came over here that wasn't supposed to be here, people that crossed over here illegally but then want asylum, then they want to be looked at as better than, then they want to skip the line from the people that's been doing it the right way and waiting for a long time. We protecting people that are criminals and Venezuelan jails have been let out like Trump has said, and he was 100% right on that. But we want to protect these people, but they never mention Laken Riley. They never mention any of the people that's assaulted. They never mention any of these Venezuelan gangs. Somehow, some way, everything that's in Springfield went away and nobody is talking about it. I plan on visiting Springfield, not when it's cold outside. We're going to wait till it warm back up because I really want to see what's happening and what's really popping. But Anna, in this instance, has identified Whoopi properly as a gaslighter and as a person that is completely out of touch with what's happening in reality. And she don't get it. She don't get the reason why people voted for Trump. She don't understand the thing that people experienced in 2016 through 20 versus what they experienced 20 through 2024, and then what they're looking forward to because they have to put America first. J.D. Vance was over there in North Carolina on the ground making sure that he addressed the people, gave them instructions on what to do, and helping them to understand that the minute that they get into office, they're going to be helping the American people. That we need to start pulling money away from all of these places. Trump was on Meet the Press breaking down how Mexico is basically leveraging over $300 billion trade deficit, Canada $100 billion trade deficit. All of these people have been taking advantage of us for a long time, and you want people to put everybody else first when they suffering themselves as Americans? Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description so you don't have to worry about none of that. We're going to get this bag. Also on top of that, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. And then get your tickets to come and kick it with me this weekend, December 14th in Detroit. Discount code Anton. All of that is in the description. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat.